that shit on his foot. No wings. I didn't try them on, but they did. They also
Yeah, you could do it. So that's for sure.
if you were to sit down, fuck dude, you guys lose, man. Lose.
Happy St. Patty's Day and what up 3 times. You already know who it is. The one and only homie Chef, aka Wings912 on IG. That's WINGZZ912 on Instagram. You looking at me? It's an almighty shoe review. This is kind of early, but kind of late because rather than just be the first to show you the shoe, I wanted to talk about the details. And the one thing that I did was I put the shoe on first. So this is different for me, but I definitely needed to be a part and needed to make sure I give you accurate information because I've been hearing a lot about this shoe and there's a lot of details that's been exposed, but everybody's just been showing the shoe but not putting it on. And you know what I'm saying? I'm different. My pair go to the toe, so you know how we rock, man. Shout out to them boys in Boston, you know what I mean? The Trap, man. They hold me down, they back me, and Mick, man, we gotta talk. Got a few things that you might need, you know what I mean? So shout out to the homie Mick, man. Very good organizer and owner, man. He's been holding it down. Solid dude, man, and we've been rocking for a couple years, you know what I mean? So shout out to the crew, you know what I'm saying? And locally, man, shout out to the Breakfast Club, man. That's the gang, that's the squad, man. There's going to be an episode about this particular shoe situation in the camp out and the shenanigans that we saw and a lot that was going on, but more importantly, we held it down and we had a feast. It was a complete cookout, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody from Dylan, Sid, Drew, you know what I mean? Pulled up, but you know what I mean? Chris, shout out, bro. Snuck one out, you know what I mean? Markeith, Elijah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you already know how we rock, man. Nick, what up? Saw you out there while you was working, you know what I mean? All love, Onk, man. Just everybody, we all showed up, we all held it, you know what I mean? Held it down, did good numbers, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the new faces that I met. Please tap in. I've tagged a few of y'all. We're gonna get, you know what I mean, get involved, man, because I mean the Breakfast Club Elite, it's a beautiful squad, man, and more importantly, we always eat, you know what I'm saying? So now that we got through that, you know what I mean, let's get into this shoe, because everybody's been waiting for this shoe. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, just gonna pop the box out because I'm gonna crack y'all in the face. Yeah, we here beyond everything, you know what I mean? Shout out to Clockwork, you know what I mean? They held the whole gang down, man. And as you can see, I rep the brand, you know what I mean? We help keep the lights on out there. We don't just be with shoes, we do everything. So shout out to Clockwork, you know what I'm saying? And now, the one thing y'all, fuck it. I can't even give no bullshit introduction. Unlike your other YouTube reviewers, unlike the rest of these cats that they been on, baby. We done rocked out in them. Now that we got it in hand, let's get into them. So the first thing I'm going to say about this shoe, incredibly beautiful, you know what I mean? Materials, execution, color blocking, everything, it's perfection. I love this nice upper leather. It is amazing, feels good to the touch, you know what I'm saying? And then they have this toolbox encased in a nice premium suede, which is amazing. Doesn't surprise me because this is definitely a SB dunk and they're going to have the perfect materials on it, you know what I'm saying? Now the mesh that's on the side panels and on the tongue, along with the materials that hold together with the eyelets, are rubber. They're all rubber this time around for the sake of grip with the skateboard. And everybody knows that is important when you're flipping the board, doing any type of trick, you know what I'm saying? You need that grip, you know what I mean? That's why I have something to snatch onto the grip tape, come around to the heel. You see that beautiful Nike SB heel tab in the green and white, and that is rubber as well. Like I said, it all matters. So they changed up a few of the materials to make sure that they feel better to the, you know what I mean, feel better to the skater, and they, you know, provide the top-notch functionality, you know what I'm saying? Then we have the green and white midsole, which is pretty dope, and I love it. And then you sit up here and you squeeze on down and you see the red air bubble, which is amazing, and it looks really good as far as the accent to that Jordan Jumpman on the tongue. And then when we get to the sole, it is a nice combination of white and gum, which is pretty good, and it's all rubber, so it feels really, really good. It flexes good, and it's really light on the foot. And to be honest, this holds very, very close to the natural Jordan 1 silhouette. However, when you get to the sock liner, you see that it's padded, you know what I mean? Between the sock liner and the tongue, it's very much thickly padded, but that's extra comfort and extra support for the skaters in the ankle area. And there's also some extra padding around the toe and the front of the shoe as well, you know what I'm saying? So this is very much a skater's shoe, you know what I mean? And it's very beautiful to touch, very beautiful to see, and I really, really like this shoe. I like it a lot. Now, with that being said about how it looks, let's talk about how it feels. And as you can see, I have a few Jordan 1 combinations, and I have a few Jordan SB combinations that have happened in the past. And not only that, but I got some Jordan 4s. And there was one thing that I said about this shoe that a lot of people were discouraged about, and you know, I'm going to keep it honest, you know what I'm saying? After a certain amount of time, especially with being standing and, you know what I mean, moving around on this shoe, I felt a bit of discomfort. Now, mind you, they've added so many materials to sit up here and make. The one thing about this shoe that I felt after a matter of time was a bit of discomfort. And that kind of threw me off, considering you took new materials, you took a different approach to this shoe, you added padding here and there. I didn't understand why it still felt like I felt discomfort at the bottom of my shoe. So as for me, with all these other pairs, I started breaking them down. First pair that I decided to break out was my OGs, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows. And as you can see to the tag, they got somewhere, but they still look good, you know what I'm saying? I looked at the insoles, the first thing I looked at. Now, I'm gonna let you see them up close. You know? The OG has a thicker insole than the SB. As you can see, SB is written in white, black. The insole is thicker, you know what I mean? A little bit thicker, so it's giving a little bit more comfort on that end. And that was just surprising to me, you know what I'm saying? As you can see, we have A Mom and Years over here. And I didn't expect it to be this thick, as you can see with the quilted, because it's quilted all the way through. I didn't expect that, but I expected it to be a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more solid to the feeling of the foot, you know what I'm saying. Now, the only thing I can say that I can give Nike SB credit to is the padding around the front and I guess around the toe. They didn't want to make the shoe too heavy, you know what I mean, but I still wonder why, you know what I mean, because in comparison to any other combo, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the Jordan SB combos, I have F-Pars here. F-Pars really wasn't a combo, however, they did take inspiration from the Jordan 6. As you can see, the Jordan 6 is on the tongue, so this is kind of like a, you know what I mean, a combo. And these have an air unit in the sole. You know what I'm saying? And these are I'm actually skating these right now. Like, these are my skate. Like, this is what I skate. So, you know what I'm saying? This is, you know what I'm saying? This is comfortable. This works for me. This really works for me. You know what I mean? Especially with me wearing a size 13. And even when I go to my other, you know what I mean, my other Jordans, which is Jordan 1 NYC to Paris, you know what I'm saying? These have an air unit in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much all SBs have air units in them, and a lot of new ones have the air zoom technology. But I guess because of the fact they have the air unit in with the bubble, like Nike kind of passed up on that opportunity or that situation to sit up there and put an air unit in the shoe. And I can't lie, like that causes it causes a discomfort, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wish this was a little bit thicker. Like, that is, honest to God, my only complaint about the shoe. Swear to God, it just gets uncomfortable after a while. And that's one of the most common complaints that I've ever heard about 4s was, oh, I don't like 4s. 4s are uncomfortable. 4s are this and 4s are that. And I really thought people were crazy because, I mean, they've been pretty thick. But to have this one, and I've already worn it, as a lot of people can see, I wore mine out the store. So I had them on for most of the day. I rocked them, like I had to break them in because I told you SBs are for the toe, but I had to really lock in and just see, you know what I mean, if it really came all the way through, like the execution was complete with the shoe, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like just a little bit on the comfort side, like even for skaters, you know what I mean, just on the comfort side, like, you know what I mean, the air unit, air bubble, tricky part, like that's the tricky part of the technology. But other than that, like the shoe is, for lack of better words, shoe of the year. Like, there's no comparison, man. Like, I don't know what y'all want me to say. Yeah, I thought it could have went left, but nah, man. Even with just the insole, that's an easy swap out. That's nothing to complain about. These already to the toe. These are going to be the ones. I can't really see any other shoe being better than this year. There's a couple that I've been hearing trickles about and things of that, like, yeah, but I don't know. This is trumping reimagined 3s. Like, this is a step up, like, you know what I mean? Can't even hate, you know what I mean, at all. And it is what it is. So it's all love. Give y'all one more look at these. And I just think it's kind of hilarious yet fire that they went with a Gucci colorway, you know what I mean? In the midst of Adidas about to drop another Gucci collab for this year, you know what I mean? And like I said, let me let y'all see the soles. Because he wore them, you know what I mean? But now that we got them in hand, and when it comes to the chefs and everything, automatic 10. You already know what time it is. You knew what we was doing. You knew how we was coming. These were very hard to get raffle wise, but as always, shout out to Clockwork, home team. They hold us down. It was a beautiful situation. I'm going to tack on. I think I'm gonna make it a separate episode, but that entire night, it was an entire movie out there. Shout out to the Breakfast Club getting the lady unstuck. You know what I'm saying? But it was beautiful, and like I said, there's really no complaints. This shoe, resale wise, you can hang it. If you don't get it, if you haven't won it in a raffle now, or you didn't buy it, I'll say, let's say 5 days. If you didn't buy it 5 days ago resale, when it took a nice little dip and was hovering in the high 300s, low 400s, you can hang it. This shoe is not coming back. I think this is a moon shoe. I already see a lot of prices creeping around 500. There's a ton of prices creeping around 500. Even down to the lower sizes, like 4 to 6. I've seen them creeping up to 4. They're in the 4s. They're in the low 4s now. So I feel after the 21st, when this shoe drops on sneakers, that's it. You know what I'm saying? There's been a ton of raffles. I just saw Undefeated open up theirs. I just saw today Atmos is having bingo for theirs. If you don't get, like, I don't see, this shoe is not going to restock. I haven't seen really SBs restock. We don't see SBs restock. So that's one thing to take into account. And while everybody floats these stock numbers, you really don't know who to believe. Now, granted, there were a few, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that because I know how many I was able to sit up there and touch in store day of, you know what I mean? But there's not a lot of stores that are Nike SB orange label listed, you know what I'm saying? So if you couldn't get them locally, you got to wait national. Good luck and Godspeed, you know what I'm saying? But after the 21st, I really see this shoe hitting maybe 5 to 6 on resale. And if you wait any longer, come in close to maybe after, let's just say Christmas time, around Christmas time, this could be an $800-900 shoe, easy. You know what I mean? You factor in how popular 4s are, Nike SB, the collab with the first silhouette, like, and that's just a moon shoe, you know what I'm saying? So get in the comments, let me know how you feel, man. As always, appreciate y'all tapping in. Please, I hope if you're out there celebrating St. Patty's Day, you know what I mean, you're hella safe, you know what I'm saying? Have a designated driver. Get you somebody that loves water, you know what I mean? Let them, you know what I mean, go around, film you, take pictures of you having fun while you're drunk. Just please do not drive, you know what I'm saying? There's two things that can happen. It can end up with you hurt or someone else hurt and losing a family member, you know what I'm saying? Or your ass can end up in jail. And understand, DUIs ain't cheap, bruh, so please be smart about it, you know what I'm saying? Always just trying to give some good information by any means. Keep them sneakers clean. It is not a game. You already know. If we catch you lacking, we snatching. And I want more pairs of these. So help me out with your dirty sneaks, please. Peace.